We have a OnePlus One that allegedly burst into flames. So, I mean, we've had stories of so many different smartphones at this point and manufacturers with these exploding batteries and these fires and these things melting. Of course, not a single model more famously than the Note series. Was it the Note 7? The Note 7, it was like a guy's Jeep caught on fire. It was just like a bunch of reports all coming out at once. Well, OnePlus, up until this point, has kind of been unscathed in this department. But it appears to me that this tech has less to do with the actual specific phone and more to do with whatever battery cells. And it's almost like anything with a battery cell has the potential to have this happen. Now, the individual in this case says that the room was air conditioned, the phone was idle, it was just shut off or charging or something like this. And then they woke up and this is what happened on the bedside table, something along these lines. But you had the recall recently as well with the MacBook Pros, where they recalled like a bunch of different model numbers for that one, where they're saying, hey, these batteries might pose a risk. Could this inherently be an issue with battery tech, particularly battery tech in phones where things are incredibly slim and these things are used, charged, discharged a large number of times in a short period of time? It's quite possible. Obviously, these types of scandals look bad on the brand. Ultimately, the brand is the one that has to take the heat for it. You see that, Will? Mm-hmm. Because they plaster their badge on the thing. At the end of the day, it's going to be their customer service department that has to look into it. But what do we learn? I mean, I feel like any phone can blow up at this point, Will. I'm not even lying. I feel like my phone right over there could blow up. I feel like whatever phone I ever switched to could blow up. I feel like this laptop could blow up. Given the right set of... I feel like a Tesla could blow up. If you got a battery, it could blow up. Now, the question then becomes, what amount, what percentage, and how do you keep those percentages down? This is something that manufacturers are going to have to consider. I'm sure that they're going to want to inspect this one specifically, and I don't think it should change anybody's opinion about the brand specifically. It's obviously a one-off case. It's not. It can't possibly be a Note situation at this point, because up until this point, I haven't heard a single report of a OnePlus device exploding. I feel like they all can, and it might just be a question of volume, that the more popular a phone becomes, the more likely the potential for a phone to explode, because there's just more of them out there, more batteries. So Otis having a little hoot. He's having a hoot over there.
He got choked out.
What's he got, a hairball or something going on? He's just having a time. Maybe he's inhaling explosive battery fumes. Oh. Unknowingly, we've got too many smartphones in this office that it's only a matter of time. Don't you find that strange? Like, we've had exposure to a ton of smartphones here. Like, how long should we go before one explodes? I remember we did a video way back in the day when the Note 7s started to explode, where we took them to a testing lab facility at a university where they had these various potential stress tests that you could do, including a heat test where we could simulate a phone running, being left on the dash of a car in a desert, essentially those types of environments. And we couldn't get it. We can get a single phone to have any kind of substantial physical issue, let alone explode, including the Note series that was particularly susceptible at the time. We got it up to, 100 degrees in there. It was wild. And we had them running videos on them so that they were heating themselves up and the environment was hot. Also, it's actually pretty cool. We should go back there and run some tests on some new smartphones. We haven't been there in a while. So we did various durability tests on some models of the time, of the era.